Debate on this bill for more than a year, but the need to pass this bill boils down to two simple words: jobs and costs. It'll create more jobs by bringing good-paying manufacturing back to America from overseas. It will lower costs by helping fix supply chains, address the chip shortage.
According to a new report, the latest increase in price that has been felt by Americans has been seen at the gas pump, which sits at a nationwide average around $4.32 per gallon. That's the highest prices in the country. They're currently being in California, where the current average of gas is around $5.73 a gallon. So with prices so high, and in such a short period of time, new calls are going around for a stimulus check or a similar payment from the federal government. During an interview with CNN, Mark Wolf, the executive director of the National Energy Assistance Director Association, urged the government to help low and moderate income families with another stimulus payment. Now then as it becomes more difficult to continue keeping up with the rising costs, they cited a new report that estimated inflation
and increase innovation. Equally important, the legislation will breathe life back into America's unparalleled innovation machine that's fueled our economy and global leadership for a century. Senators Wyden, Cantwell, Menendez, and Brown are the chairs of the committees with major pieces of bipartisan competition, innovation, and jobs bill. Because of their leadership, we have a strong bill that has bipartisan support. We got 2 more votes last night.
Here is the breaking news about the fourth stimulus check that you definitely want to know. For those of you that reside in the state of Virginia, well, taxpayers in Virginia will likely get some money back this year. The General Assembly is expected to approve one-time rebates to eligible state income tax filers, but lawmakers are still debating how much. Unlike some tax policy proposals, the campaign promise from the governor has won broad, bipartisan support. The governor also proposed his own version of the plan with a smaller price tag. State officials have said, "We want to have the largest tax rebate in the history of Virginia." Now, other representatives in the state is also carrying the version of the bill supported by the governor. It will pay individuals up to $300 and married couples up to $600. A more modest Senate plan features the amount proposed by the governor at $250 maximum for individuals and $500 for married couples. Now, progressives, everybody, are hoping to turn up the heat on Chuck Schumer in an effort to push climate action across the congressional finish line. Negotiations on the Build Back Better bill and Biden's climate and spending package have been going on since late last year, after Manchin has expressed concerns with President Biden's plan. But progressive groups are now amping up the pressure. They see Manchin's comments in recent weeks as signaling an openness to spend.
If you count the absentees who had voted yes, than we did on original passage. As I've said, Democrats are laser focused on passing legislation that lowers costs for Americans by fixing supply chain problems that have driven up prices. Last week, Senator Wyden held a hearing in the Finance Committee on lowering the prices for prescription drugs, including insulin. Chairman Cantwell's done amazing work shepherding USICA on the floor. She continues to work to get this bill through the Senate so we can get to conference. And the Commerce Committee today had a markup on bipartisan legislation to reform unfair shipping practices that are clogging up ports and slowing down our supply chain. Today, Chairman Brown had a hearing in the Banking Committee on strengthening supply chains. And 3 other committees held hearings on lowering costs, either held them today or will this week. The Senate Help Committee had a hearing today on something Democrats have pushed for months, cutting the cost of child care and preschool. The Senate Committee on Aging has a hearing tomorrow on home care services to seniors, and EPW is holding a hearing tomorrow on clean energy, combating climate change, and increasing America's energy independence in the 21st century. Americans want Congress to lower prices and speed up supply chains. They want us to compete with China. They want us to create good-paying jobs that drive our economy, our economic growth in every corner of the country. That's exactly what this bipartisan competition and job bill